Houston's #1 Desi music station, 95.1 FM at 1460 AM. It seems like as warm as it's been outside, it looks like it's not that warm today. It looks like it's about 80 degrees, a little cloudy, but you know what? I feel the sensation, I feel the heat coming in our studio because the man himself, the man, the myth, the legend, the man who's been making sure that his clients are being taken care of when it comes to any auto accidents, any slip and falls, or any injuries. That is the one and only Mr. Hussein Hadi from the Hadi Law Firm back in my studio. Hadi, welcome back on the air. How are you doing, my friend?
Doing great. The Texas torch.
Yes.
It's kind of chilly in here, but I get it, man. We're warming it up now.
Yeah, we're warming it up. That's why we need you right here. He walked in. Usually it's always sunny and getting hot in the studio, but that's why I needed you to be back in here to light things back up. Tell me, how is the law firm going this week? How are you, my friend?
Mashallah, man. Doing great. You know, trying to spend family time, spend work time, and you know, you've always asked me about the balance, but
sure.
It's amazing how much time you have in the day. So the office is up and running, you know, helping clients out, dealing with all aspects of the cases. We did some canvassing yesterday in Telfair.
I saw that. Awesome.
Yeah.
New truck, by the way. I saw the truck, the new,
Yes, sir.
the new. I don't know if it's a new truck, but the new, what do you call it?
The wrap.
Wrap on the truck, right? Yeah, looking good, man. So you have your face on this truck, so now people can see you whenever you're driving around canvassing, knocking on doors, at certain events. They'll know exactly who you are, right?
I should put honk for Hadi. I forgot.
Yeah, you
so
should.
we can still do it.
Absolutely. I don't know how many people will continue to do that, and others will get annoyed because you have people honking around you.
Everywhere,
but
right?
Nonetheless, speaking of honking, something that people should probably do, when they use the honk, some people like to honk. What's your policy on honking? Do you do that? Are you one of those people when the light turns green, immediately you honk, or what do you do?
You know, I was born here, guys, but I've been back home. Over
Yeah.
there, the first thing they test on a car is the horn.
Yes,
So without a horn, they don't buy it. So
absolutely.
I always say give a little patience. You never know what's going on in someone's mind or what's
Yeah.
going on in their day. And, you know, if they're playing on their cell phone, then,
Sure.
you know, definitely it's disrespectful. But
Mhm.
you don't want to get in a position to where you're honking at the wrong person.
Mhm.
They put in reverse, smash into your car,
Yeah.
or get out and give you a hard time.
Yeah,
you know? So
absolutely.
time is virtue.
Absolutely.
Let him go.
Absolutely. And you're absolutely right. Over there in the Middle East, India may, Pakistan may, even Iran may, there's places they use the honk. It's like they're hi, hello. They're having full conversations with the honk.
That's it.
And over here, people will probably have gone years without using their honk. So very true, once again. But I'm glad to hear that things are going well at the firm. I've been saying this on the radio the last couple of days. I was in Fort Bend and 2 or 3 times this week, and I was getting back, leaving the courthouse, and I counted, Hadi, I think there's 4 billboards with you and some of your supporters, your friends, your family members. Hadi Law Firm on the left side when I'm coming back towards Highway 6 towards I think Sugarland. So I saw your billboards, and I see Hadi for Judge. I see the law firm as well. So made me smile, made me think about you as well.
Yes, sir. Thank you. We're trying to win, sir. So anything we can do to reach out to the community, put out some good information. Hopefully, once we have the primary date set, our billboards will be more informative. Like go all the way down the ballot, guys. A lot of people don't talk about that, but you know we gotta make sure we win this. WhenWeWin.com. So.
Absolutely. We'll talk about the campaign in just a few moments. But once again, now you've been practicing law for about 12 years. You've had your own firm for 12 years now,
sir.
right? So over the many years and many experiences, many trials that you've seen, some of the ones I feel like, because as an attorney, I've been practicing for 5-6 years now, and sometimes I'm out and about and people will come up to me and ask me, do any of these cases mean anything more than the other? Do they stick out more than the other? And you always, as an attorney, you want to make sure you give your best for each and every client and your time for each and every client. It doesn't matter if they're paying you $3,000 or $30,000 or whatever the case may be. You still want to make sure you provide that same service to each and every one of their those clients. However, Hadi, I want to ask you, from someone who's lived in A-Leaf, who's come from immigrant parents, who's seen a lot of things, seen a lot of injustice in your own life with your own family members, things that have maybe motivated you to become where you are right now. So talk to me about that, because I've met you, I've known you for quite some time now. But the listeners that want to know Hadi and only see a pretty face on a billboard or a nice fancy car, these nice suits. So tell us a little bit behind the man, behind the suit.
Yes, sir. They don't see the Hadi that struggled, growing up in A-Leaf. As I was very dependent on hand-me-downs from my brothers or one pair of shoes for the whole year. And when I started practicing law, it's that the concept of not having anything or just having enough to get by. And I wanted to help those in situations where other attorneys wouldn't want to do it. And a lot of people ask, well, how did Hadi become Hadi? I took the cases that other people didn't want. I took the all-state cases that everyone said, don't take an all-state case, you have to take it to trial. I took the slip and fall cases that everyone said, don't take it, you're going to lose it in Texas. And I invested my time, my money, and I probably lost 6 slip and fall cases in my 12 years. I've won hundreds and hundreds. And even all-state cases, I may have lost 1 or 2 all-state cases at trial. We made millions for our clients. And even today, someone said, I know you're busy working on those big cases. Like, no, God bless. My life started with the small cases. I would always tell anyone that ever said, Hadi, go focus on a big case, let this one go. I said, no, I fight harder for the small cases because those are the clients that need you the most than the big ones. Yes,
Absolutely. Sir. Very well said. And I think you're so on point. आपने सही बोला है that कभी-कभार हमारे community में जो छोटे-मोटे cases होते हैं जो लोग बोलते हैं यार हमारे time के लिए नहीं है. These big shot attorneys aren't going to have enough time for us, and they're going to pass this on to their assistant and those types of things. And that's not true in your office, in your firm as well, because each and every client is just as important, right?
Every client's a human being, and we respect them all the same. So we don't put a number on them when we're handling it, and we definitely don't put a number on them when we're litigating the cases.
All right, once again, ladies and gentlemen, 832-433-7977. That is the Hadi Law Firm. Mr. Hussein Hadi in our studios again. And of course, if you have any questions, maybe a quick question about your car accident, something that happened on the way to work today, or any questions maybe about a slip and fall. I know we've had people call throughout the week, and I just tell them whenever they call, either I pass on their number or I say call back on Thursday when we can have you on the air and we can hear from Hadi himself giving you the advice as well. So you can call our studio hotline. अगर आपके पास कोई भी सवाल है कोई car accident के साथ, you never know. Sometimes people don't realize they're entitled to some benefits. They're entitled to some money, especially with insurances. Now, I was just talking to you off the air that I hurt my finger. I'm gonna have to get surgery for it, and I didn't realize, okay, this might be one of my first surgeries in quite some time. So I was like, oh, insurance is actually helping me, right? So some people don't realize that these things are something you're paying for that should be, benefited to you whenever you need them, right?
Yeah, definitely lean on them and utilize them. Look, the insurance companies have created the concept of don't touch your insurance policy, your rates will skyrocket. Well, that just means you have a bad insurance agent if they do that and don't protect your insurance. Use the insurance that you're paying your hard-earned money for every single month. Don't let them take advantage of you or scare you from using them.
And I think that's very true, especially with the Desi community that our listeners, we do get easily scared, I think. We get easily intimidated by a situation that we don't know anything about, right? Our uncle told us to get insurance, our parents told us to get insurance, but we don't know exactly when to use it, if we're supposed to use it. We call around and they're like, oh, don't do it. So trust the professionals that can tell you these things, and hey, they deal with these insurance companies on a daily basis, right?
Yes, sir, definitely. Sometimes insurance agents might sway you not to use it because they make profits based on that. So remember, an attorney is going to handle your case on a contingency, meaning until you get paid and compensated and your medical bills get covered, the lawyer won't get paid. So there's no benefit for them for taking that risk for you, right? But but to protect you and to give you the best light and to help you see the benefits you're entitled to, always trust a lawyer. Trust the right lawyer at TexasTorch.com.
Absolutely. You know why it's important? Because you said it right there as well. You're directly tied to them succeeding, right? If they succeed, you succeed. So it's one of those situations where you don't have to worry about, oh, this guy's just trying to make money off of me and drag the case out for 2 years. And then, at the end of the day, just say, oh, okay, sorry, we can't help you, but, we'll take your 50 grand, 100 grand, whatever the case may be. That's not where personal injury attorneys or your office does as well, because you guys make sure that you are vested just as much as they are as fighting for the case, fighting for the damages that they are well deserved of, right?
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of lawyers out there, family lawyers, immigration lawyers, personal injury lawyers, estate and trust lawyers. So there's a reason why there's lawyers out there, and it's to protect individuals that are being told the wrong information, such as don't use your insurance. Guys, it's kind of like saying, let's go to dinner tonight. You pay for dinner, let me eat, and you leave the restaurant, right? You're just leaving money out there and not using the money that you work for the benefits that you paid for. So always don't be afraid to use insurance. Make your claim and protect yourself and your family.
Once again, talking to the one and only Mr. Hussein Hadi from the Hadi Law Firm, 832-433-7977. We're live on Facebook as well. So if you want to join us on this conversation on Facebook as well, you can do that. You can send some messages through his Facebook as well. That is what is it, just the Hadi Law Facebook group, or is it a Facebook?
This
page?
is my personal Facebook, Hossein Hadi on Facebook, but feel free to add the Hadi Law Firm or even Hadi for Judge on Facebook.
Absolutely. You'll see the videos there as well. We're going to make sure you guys are paying attention to what's going on in your town. Halloween is around the corner as well. And I know that Hadi loves the kids. He loves his kids, but he loves all the kids. And you've been giving out some amazing little treats for kids during this Halloween season, haven't you?
Yeah, I went canvassing yesterday, actually, 30 homes in Telfair, and the kids that came to the door, we would give them Halloween trick-or-treat bags. We have new orange bags, and they loved it. Their eyes lit up. And, I got 3 boys, so
Sure.
I was like, how many kids do you have? 4? Well, here's 4 bags because they're going to fight. So.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
That they're definitely going to fight when it comes to, how much candy each person's getting. That's something that each kid does at the end of the Halloween night. You pour your bags in your own. Everybody circles up, but you make sure your stash is separate from anybody else's
And go
stash.
take from the
Yeah, exactly. So, of course, everybody knows that as well. We'll be speaking to Mr. Hussein Hadi right after this song, and in just a few moments, we'll talk a little bit about his campaigning. I want you guys to meet the man behind the voice. Of course, you can find him all around your town in Sugar Land. He's out and about. He's always suited and booted, or at least wearing a Hadi shirt with some jeans and some tennis shoes, canvassing out in your neighborhood. So if you see him, be sure to come outside, say hi to him, say salam to him, and of course, he would love to speak to you as well. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right after this track. And of course, it is your Throwback Thursday edition of the Rush Hour Show. So we're going to play some throwbacks in just a bit. And if you have any requests, call us 281-933-5555. We'll be right back.
So, what's up, friends? Welcome to another edition of Hadi and Gotti.
Yes, sir.
Live on Sangeet Radio 95.1.
Absolutely. Stay tuned. We got more coming. Just a few.
Everyone, this is Attorney Hussein Hadi, and you're listening to Sangeet Radio 95.1 FM.
They start wearing suits every Thursday, man.
I know, we're gonna call Suit Up Thursday. Hadi and Gotti, suit it up.
To show all Facebook people
Yeah,
my
here,
injury.
here. Look at the injury right there,
Insurance
man.
companies right here.
I know, right? So it's really stiff right now. It won't bend down.
Yeah. Good though.
Sure.
Any plans this weekend for canvassing or?
Yeah, we're gonna get a canvassing team for Saturday. Hopefully, do 5 hours straight if we can, 4 to 5 hours.
5 hours. I think it's radio. Oh yeah, it's radio. No, you're not on the air. Okay.
Guys, we got a caller. We got a caller.
Okay. You're his client. Okay. 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 I mean, I don't know. Okay, you can briefly talk to him. We're gonna have to come back on the air. So we may go talk to him. Okay. This is your
Hi, how are you? We'll address it live on air if the courts have opened up fine cases. But the office is well, so I think we'll definitely discuss it. And go to HadiForJudge.com. Please sign up right now. Send us a free smile. sir. Yes, sir. That's... Please go online and send your support to keep reaching out and sending messages. We're live here. Keep listening, please. It's very, very blessing. Grateful for your support, my friend. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. What a G guy! What a caller right there, man! Asking if the courts have opened up again. And he said his son, his family, and everyone's supporting us. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah, blessed for the support, guys. Welcome, guys. Thank you for joining us again on Hadi and Gotti Live. Let's clean this mic up. Let's clean this up.
Get it up, guys. Let's go. We got lots to talk about. Stay tuned. We got a few commercial break, and then we'll be back on the air, so stay tuned. We got lots to talk about, and of course, we're going to talk about his campaign coming soon. Make sure you listen 95.1 FM. AJ, and of course, the one and only Mr. Hussein Hadi from the Hadi Law Firm.
Yes, sir. You got that radio voice down. I got to practice, guys. I got to open up my mouth. Hey, man. Lottie Dottie. My name is Hussein Hadi. Chilling here with Mr. Assad Gotti. Is this live? Yes, it is. Please share this post, please.
Yeah. I'm sure his 4th grade teacher's waiting to see him.
Yeah. Actually, my 5th grade teacher, Miss Heron, if you're watching.
Yeah, awesome.
From A-Leaf.
We have a break. It's on. Can't mess with that. Those timings are fixed.
Yeah, no, perfect.
Yeah. How's the wife and kids?
Good, man. God bless. You know, the kids, short week this week, so.
Is it?
Yeah,
Well,
one of my
Monday was
boys.
Columbus or something?
Monday,
Columbus Day, right?
Columbus Day, but you know, we don't really celebrate it.
Yeah.
It should be called like Indigenous Day, you know. So,
that's what's...
but it's still in the books. It's still a holiday, so
Yeah.
it's not a court-recognized holiday. The courts are open.
Yeah.
If the courts are open, our law firms are open.
Yeah.
So, but kids are great, man. Just, you know, hung out with them last night. Every night, actually. You know, some nights later than others, man. I let them stay up later. So,
Yeah, so you can see them.
you know, that's like, it's like part of your daily plans, you know? Like, you'll see when you become a father and
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
you know,
for
like
sure.
how late you let the kids destroy you.
Yeah. No, man. I want to soon, inshallah. Yeah, I have my nieces and nephews. I'm going to take them to the Renaissance Festival on Sunday.
Renaissance Festival
Yeah,
is
so-
hardcore.
It's fun. I went
Yeah.
I went 2 years ago with a couple of friends of mine. It was a good time. It was nice.
And older?
Yeah.
Your kids?
Well, yeah. My niece and nephew is 7,
My
right?
kids are going to be knights for Halloween.
Knights?
Yeah, knights. So they got their shield and costume and
Yeah.
swords.
I'm not sure what they're gonna do for Halloween yet, but I think one's gonna be nephew's gonna either be Superman and other niece is gonna be Wonder Woman. So
Nice. Very cool.
there's a glare.
Just a little, there you go.
There you go.
It's still there.
Get all the definition, get the pearly white teeth and everything.
What's up, guys? We'll be back in 1 minute, guys. While you're waiting, go to hottyforjudge.com. Please send us a free smile. Send us $5 so I can buy a pair of tennis shoes online and help us canvas, guys. Knocking on doors, all we do all day.
So I want to ask you about the money you guys have raised and where you're allocating it and all that stuff, so that people know, so they can help out in that situation. Like I said, what we said before. Humble beginnings and why to make a difference in courtroom. Yeah, I was in court Monday, Tuesday, Fort Bend, yesterday in Harris County. Hold on a second. Hello? Oh, yes. We'll come back.
वसल्लम को जन्नत में नुमाया मकाम फजीलत और बुलंद दर्जा अता फरमा और उन्हें उस मकाम महमूद पर फाइज फरमा जिसका तूने उनसे वादा फरमाया है और क़यामत के दिन हमें उनकी शिफाअत नसीब फरमा बेशक तू वादे के खिलाफ नहीं।
जी हाँ दोस्तों, हमारे अजान असर के साथ साथ we are back right here after that beautiful azan, and of course you're here in the studio with AJ and the one and the only
Hadi, the Texas Torch.
Yes, that is right. So we were speaking before that song in azan break as well, a little bit about the Hadi law firm. Now, mashallah, you guys have grown and expanded, and so many staff members. I believe you said 14, 15 staff members.
Khodar Shuk, we're about 20 now.
21,
yes
wow,
sir.
Mashallah, that's amazing. So 20 staff members, and I believe you guys have about 6 or 7 attorneys as well, right?
7 attorneys,
7
yes sir.
attorneys. So you guys have a full-on group of professionals and their staff members as well to take on your case. And I know we had some callers off the air asking you some questions as well. So I don't know if you want to bring that caller or talk a little bit about what they're asking you or talking to you about.
Sure. Mr. Imran, thank you for calling, sir. He asked whether or not the court systems have opened up following COVID.
Sure.
And it's been about 20 months, but for the last 4 months, really, the last 3-4 months, the court systems have opened up. We tried a case last week. I picked a jury this week at NRG, and it was an amazing experience.
How was that? Because usually the voir dire, voir dire, whichever way, if you're from Texas or if you can speak a little bit of French, or the jury pool, picking, whatever you want to call it, how was that? Usually it's in the courthouse, I told you, I think off the air, I got asked for jury summons. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to make it past the first round.
Yeah, I know. Right?
But nonetheless, tell us, how did that go?
It was, I thought we would have to get up there and scream really loud. It's a huge auditorium, but they had headsets just like this. It was like number one, and then 4 chairs, number 2, and then 5 chairs, that's all spread out.
I mean, it's funny because for everybody else, they don't realize, everybody has to adapt to COVID and protocols, even attorneys. So, judges are figuring things out. We're figuring things out.
Yeah.
We have our own complaints about that as well. But, something that maybe you can, as you're learning along the way and picking up some of these experiences that you have, Hadi, tell us maybe, in next year when, you're judge, maybe COVID's still around, so are certain protocols that you plan on implementing for that?
Hopefully there's no COVID, but we're definitely going to implement technology. Fortunately for JP courts, a lot of cases like speeding tickets or traffic violations or even license plate tickets, you can hear those electronically. You don't need to drag people in and congest the court systems on that. Trials, definitely, people want to be in court. They want to have their voices heard clearly. We won't do it through Zoom, but you can even have truancy cases or cases involving minors done through Zoom, so the families can do it from the safety of their own home, and they don't have to drive out. They don't have to miss school or miss work to come out. So first and foremost, we will change the court system and create a more efficient and technological environment.
Absolutely. I think it's important, especially as technology is growing and people are, evolving, and, as society as a whole is growing and learning how to pick things back up after such a crazy situation that COVID has been for the last 21 months or so. It's good to know that, you have some innovative thoughts as, someone younger, someone with fresh blood coming into the court system, someone who's been going through it as an attorney, as someone who's made it from the bottom all the way to the top and become very successful, mashallah. Now that you see yourself, hey, you know what, I've done such a great job with my law firm. Now I have bigger aspirations to go to. And I mean, can you break it down to me? I don't know if you've ever done politics in your life before. I know you said your father was a very simple man with a upholstery business, so I don't know if he was ever, somewhere along his way into politics. But tell me why you have wanted to become into politics, or are you a lawyer, are you a politician, are you a bit of both? Tell me where you stand.
I get asked that all the time, and I tell people I'm not a politician, I'm an attorney. Okay. And my past experiences in life, I've been in trouble, I've been arrested, I've had issues and misdemeanors in JP court systems, and I've learned to rehabilitate myself from guidance of other individuals, and that's the experience I can bring to the court system. And I practiced 12 years now, board certified, over 50 cases, including federal trials to verdict. And I think my experience can be used in the community more so than just, trying cases. And God bless my kids now, mashallah, they're my sisters and our office staff now, they're growing and learning.
Absolutely.
So it leaves room.
I do want to touch up on something that you brought up, because I think it's very important to bring up the fact that you aren't hiding around the fact that you may have gotten in trouble when you were younger. A lot of things nowadays, especially Hadi, I see in sports and just business and in corporate America, people are digging up cases that have come out 10 years ago, 15 years ago. You said something to someone on a bus stop or somewhere or another, and they're trying to bring that back and try to use that against you. So you mentioned it, and I don't want to, shy away from it, because I know people who are listening right now want to hear the full version of you. And I know there's hundreds and hundreds of people जो हमारी आवाज़ अभी सुन रहे हैं, जो खुद आपके साथ कुछ ना कुछ हुआ होगा, things that have happened to you in your past that maybe at one point you're not proud of it or whatever the case may be, but you've grown from there, you've learned from that mistake, right? No one's perfect, Allah, Allah has made everybody with fault. Everybody has their own, faults with that. But I want to kind of touch up about that, why you are comfortable speaking about it, and why has that changed where you become now?
I always tell people you have to take a step back, learn from it before you can take several steps forward. So 14 years ago, I did get in trouble. I made some mistakes, dumb mistakes, and got arrested. And fortunately, it was just a misdemeanor, which is a type of cases that I'll hear in court. I'll hear misdemeanor C cases, and I've had that thrown against me in campaigning, but it's not something to hide. Troubles, trials, tribulations, they make you stronger in life. Absolutely. And the difference is, are you going to sit back and keep getting in trouble, keep getting arrested, and ruin your life, or are you going to get stronger, learn from that, and now be in a position to where not only can I relate to individuals that get in trouble in the courtroom that, hopefully we win, but also you can understand the position they're in and where they're coming from. And not punish or sanction them for little mistakes. Educate them. Sure. Rehab them.
Absolutely. I think that is a very, very good way of looking at things. And I mean, if you break it down a little bit better or a little bit more, you're right. You've been in those shoes as those people that are in that courtroom, right? So you know which way to go with that kind of stuff. You have the empathy because you've sat there and waited hours and spoken to judges. And sometimes, people get so, they get so nervous speaking to a judge. They feel tiny, and the judge is so powerful and gonna lock them up forever and ruin their lives. And that's not necessarily the case, right? Because that should not be how the court system is viewed, right? True. The court system is viewed as an entity that is making sure that justice is being served. Now, obviously, there's many different interpretations of what justice may be. So justice for someone like you may be, okay, you know what, you learned your mistake, you paid for it, move on, better yourself from it, right?
Sure. If you can educate the individuals in the community to make a better community, to make a smarter community, to reduce speeding, to reduce running stop signs, to reduce minors from skipping school, then you've pretty much established justice in a different way other than just punishing, put them in jail, punishing, fine them, punishing, put a warrant, which is what the system unfortunately has been, except for the last couple of years. It's slowly changing, and we're going to further that change. And it's the concept of treat others how you would want to be treated.
Absolutely.
I've been in those positions. I've been locked up. They let me out, but it's, I will treat the individuals that come into my court the way I expect it to be treated, and I hope they learn the way I learned from my mistakes.
That's amazing. And once again, just to put a bow on that topic right there, that happened many, many years ago, right? I think you said,
14 years
ago. And from that moment, maybe that was a moment of clarity for you, Hadi, that you looked at yourself in the mirror. Hey, I'm a young man. I'm turning into a young man. And where do I go from here? And I can say, without knowing you for that many years, 14 years ago, you did that mistake, whatever it may have been, whatever the case has been. You've grown from there and become a successful attorney. You've become a father. You've become a husband. You've become an active member of the community. You've become someone who people look up to, someone who people aspire to, someone who people like to speak with. All of those things have happened since that one mistake that you've made. So if you look at it in a whole big picture way, you can see, hey, that mistake, whatever it may have been, is long gone. This is who someone has been doing with and dealing with and bettering himself and his surroundings as well.
Sure. If you punish someone for a mistake that long ago, or any issue that people have in life, if it's filing bankruptcy, my father filed it, unfortunately, around that same time, 2007, and I had to get loans and support myself through college, But if you punish someone for mistakes in the past that far away, then you're under the mindset that no one can ever change, no one can ever grow, and they'll always be the same person they've always reflected to be in the community.
Absolutely. Very well said. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Hussein Hadi talked some very deep things today. Today we got a little deep, which I like, because now we get to know the man behind the voice as well. That is Mr. Hussein Hadi from the Hadi Law Firm. For more information, you can give him a call. The number to call him If you have any questions, if you want a consultation, you want to speak to him, you can visit his website, thehadilawfirm.com, or call him 832-433-7977. Hadi, before I let you go, anything else you'd like to share?
Yes, sir. Guys, October 29th, Friday, from 6 to 9 o'clock at Euro King, Highway 6 in Bissonnette. We're having an exotic, scary car show.
Wow.
We're going to have gifts and prizes and raffles for all the kids in the community. So show up October 29th. Euro King on Highway 6 in Bissonnette. 6
Free
to 9.
event, right?
Free event.
Awesome.
Free food also. Free Euros, free plates. So please come on and enjoy. Bring the family. No tricks, just treats, my friend.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's awesome. So October 29th, that's the Halloween weekend. I think Halloween falls on a Sunday this time around, so that's Friday, I believe you said?
Yes, sir.
So Friday, kids are getting out of school at that point. Get them ready, get them to go, and maybe if you want to wear some costumes there as well. So what do you mean by a scary car show? I mean, these cars are going to be with 3 tires instead of 4?
Nah, man. Maybe have fluids leaking, but
Yeah,
maybe
right.
some scary eyes on the headlights.
okay.
And maybe put like some cobwebs on the cars. and,
Some costumes on the cars as well.
Spook them up a little bit.
Awesome,
So.
that's awesome. I'm telling you guys, Hadi loves the kids, and of course, if you guys have any questions, visit thehadilawfirm.com or give him a call. The number to call is 832-433-7977. My brother, thank you so much. Always a pleasure.
Sir, thank you.
Speaking with you each and every week. We learn something new about you, and of course, best of luck going in the future, and we will speak to you next week as well.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you so much. All right, we will be right back, jumping into the 5 o'clock hour. In that hour, we'll be speaking to Mr. Sangeet. We have exclusive furniture. Their grand opening happening this weekend on Westheimer and Highway 6, so stay tuned for that and much, much more. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you visit Hadi for judge.com. Make sure you go to thehadilawfirm.com. You know what? Call him, ring his doorbell. He'll be there as well. That is the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, and your future judge of JP Court Precinct 4, Mr. Hussein Hadi.
Yes, sir.
We'll see
Inshallah.
you.
Thank you,
Inshallah.
sir.
We'll see you next time as well. Don't go anywhere. The Rush Hour Show continues.
Yes, sir, guys. Thank you again for viewing. Thank you for all the love. Please, if you love the show, share it. Share it with all your friends and let them experience, the troubles, the turmoil, the tribulations that I've gone through to be who I am right now. It's not just a suit and tie that I put on in the mornings, but a lifetime of prayers and my parents' prayers and my family's support. So thank you, everyone, again. Until next Thursday, 4:30.